Lions TV, full time from Calmont Road. What a day I've had. I've worn shorts and it's virtually raining and freezing cold, and my tyre burst on the way to the training ground. But other than that, it wasn't so bad. Quite an enjoyable day. Once again, the under-23s, they've lost the game by 3-2 against Birmingham, but not only have they provided goals and entertainment, they showed some grit and determination to come from behind and really probably should have won the game in the end. Let's have a look at the starting 11. It was Joe Wright in goal. Good to see him back after a long injury layoff with a hamstring injury that required surgery. It was three centre-backs, Arthur Penny right side, Alex Mitchell left side, and Harry Ransom returning in the centre of the trio. Hayden Muller, right wing-back, Dan Moss, left wing-back. Then the central midfield pairing was a little bit random as well. It was Sean O'Brien and Ruben Duncan. Sean I like a lot, but he's more of a striker / wide attacking man. He plays centre midfield today. And then you had Jaden Davis wide right, Tyler Berry wide left, and George Alexander as a lone striker. Now, of course, Sean's probably played there today because Sam SCAFFOLDing's gone out on loan to Barnet, and also U23'S has gone out on loan and joined Isaac Alafe at Sutton for the remainder of the season. I think the National League teams have got sort of 11 games to play, so it makes sense now with only 2 left for the 23s, which are Barnsley away and Sheffield United at home, to get them out and get them playing games due to the stop-start season and the craziness that has been the 2020 season 21 with COVID. Now, as I said, we missed players today, gone out on loan, and I've always said I think it benefits them, but it left us with a little bit of a random mix. As I said, Sean O'Brien, definitely not a central midfielder, although I like him a lot going forward and he definitely scores goals. And our best 23s player, in my opinion, Hayden Muller, plays right wing back. I know he's played there for the first team, but he is the main player in the 23s, in my opinion. He's probably our best player. So to play him out of position was a little bit strange, and I really felt we missed Sam SCAFFOLDing's Millwall-ness and bite in the centre midfield today. And I'm not going to hammer Skeff because I like him. He's a typical Millwall player. He sort of goes about his business and breaks up play. He doesn't always have involvement with things going forward, but I felt really today that we missed him. And sometimes if you've got a player missing, he's invaluable, because we had sort of centre midfield got run over a little bit, and as a result, changes were made at half-time. But we'll get into that. The start of the game, George Alexander today looked back to near his best, and he didn't score in the game, and he did have chances. But the first minute showed his tenaciousness and what he was all about from start to finish today. His chasing down was brilliant, and it's, again, fine margins in football. So very, very unlucky that he's chased down a fullback's played it back to the goalkeeper. George has given everything, full blast, chased the goalkeeper down. He's on his penalty spot. As the goalkeeper goes to clear it, George jumps in front of him. It hits him on the back of the calf, flies past the goalkeeper. It's the underside of the bar, hits the line and bounces back into the goalkeeper's hand. And as I said, fine margins in football. If that had gone in after 2-3 minutes, it could have been a completely different story. Other than that, going forward in the first half, we didn't have a lot. We do seem to get a lot of crosses into the box. They either don't reach their target or we don't get anyone on the end of them. So some good deliveries from White today. Tyler Berry in the first half, although he had a shocking second, if I'm honest. And Jaden Davis, of course, has had these long injury layoffs, but you can definitely see there's a decent player in there with Jaden. He's got a fantastic delivery. So after that initial chance that George had, Birmingham took control of the game. They had a lot of very strong athletic units in their side, and they knocked the ball back nicely. And as I said, that's where I felt we missed SCAFFOLDing in there, because he definitely wouldn't have had that. He'd have put a few tackles in, upset a few people, kicked a few people about the place, and maybe would have took control of that midfield. But Birmingham get the opening goal, and what a goal. Shot from distance, Joe Wright, no chance, in off the upright. And then up the other end, we have a chance. Jaden Davis gets through. Good effort, but again, their goalkeeper comes out, makes himself big, and not for the first time in the game, as I'll get on to later, makes a good save. After that, Birmingham goes straight up the other end. It's another great shot from distance, and we're 2-0 down at the break. At the break, I got in my car for a little bit of warmth and comfort because it was freezing out there. And as I said, I chose stupidly to wear shorts today. But the manager seemed to give him a bollocking. I didn't see that bollocking, and Gary Rowett was watching the game with his assistant Adam Barrett. So I don't know if that had even more of an influence and impact on the manager. But our boys were out standing there for a long time waiting for Birmingham to come back out and restart the second half. So it looks to me they've had a bollocking at half-time, and the manager just said, right, fuck off, get back out there and sort yourselves out. He did, however, make a tactical change. Harry Ransom was removed, and Alfie Allen come into the centre and give us a 3. And it definitely give us more of a structure in the second half. And we get back into the game, and we didn't ever look like get back into it. But we get back into it, and it's a good goal. We scored 2 very good goals from here on in. First one is a free kick from Sean O'Brien, out wide, near enough on the halfway line. Big long winder into the box, and Arthur Penny up from the back with his beautiful flying mullet heads us back into the game. And then all of a sudden we do this. The 23s, like I said, they always give you commitment. They always give you excitement. And if they're not winning the game comfortably, which sometimes they are, and score lots of goals, they come from behind and show endeavour and togetherness and team spirit and get back into games. And before you know it, we're a level. Ruben Duncan, fantastic crossfield ball. Jalen Davis rises. He's not the biggest. He rises, hangs in the air for an eternity, it seemed, and heads it across the Birmingham goalkeeper for 2-2. After that, we go straight up the other end again. George Alexander gets put through one-on-one. He's got a long way to run the ball. He's under pressure left and right from both defenders. He does well to hold them off. Keeper comes out. George fires it hard and low. Goalkeeper again spreads himself nicely. And unfortunately, again, that was the turning point. Not long after, Joe Wright, back from injury, of course, is replaced by Harry Gilmore in goal. And Birmingham come at the other end and score another edge of the box. Absolute sensational strike. As I said, last 2 home games, 23s, they've drawn 3-3 with Bristol City, and they've lost 3-2 today. And today, you know, with Joe Wright in goal, it's good to see him back. He's definitely got a presence about him. He's definitely more vocal. His distribution's got a little bit to be desired, but I'm just guessing that's because he's been out for a long time injured. But definitely a good presence in goal. Gilmore come on for him, made a good one-on-one, but could do nothing about the third goal. Neither goalkeeper at fault for any goal today. 3 brilliant goals from Birmingham, who were a good side, retained the ball nicely and knocked it around in the midfield cleverly and used the ball well at times, especially towards the end of the game when I was trying to see it out. So once again, despite me wearing shorts in freezing cold weather and despite my tyre bursting on the way to watch the 23s, I've come away smiling despite a loss. A good Millwall performance, give everything they got, and something to be proud of. Well done, boys. Unlucky. On to the next one, as I said, which is Barnsley away. And then the final game of the season for them is at home to Sheffield United on the 27th, I believe. So I will be there for that one. Hope you've enjoyed this 23s review where it finished at Calmont Road. Millwall 2, Birmingham City 3. Please subscribe to Lions TV. For fuck's sake, we're 3 away from 15,000. Someone press that button. See you in the next one. Come on, you Lions.